Well, good morning. Happy Sabbath to you all. Welcome to Tea Time, where we discuss anything and everything at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your host, Dr. Tonie Anderson-Steele. Welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you join us. Right next to me is our guest today, and her name is Nana Abba Quaye. And I'd like for her to tell us a little bit about herself, and we'll move on with the show. It's her show. I'm just here. Let her have it. Go ahead, do your thing.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. Yes, I am Nana Abokwe, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my name. So, I'm from West Africa, Ghana. I was born and raised there, and I moved over, stayed in London for a while, and then relocated to the US about 25 years ago. And the name Nana can be either female or male, and it means king or queen. And based on your tribe that you're from, and the with the culture of West Africa, we name the children after the days that they were born. So I'm from the Fanti tribe, and I'm born on Thursday, so that's why I get the name Abba. So Abba is born on Thursday.
And
Yes.
that's wonderful. A wonderful name. And thank you for sharing that history. It's our history. And it is wonderful to get it as often as we possibly can. So, what I want you to do is just go ahead and tell us about what you're doing in Pensacola, Florida, what you've been doing, what you want to do, what you want us to know about you. And we're open to that. And our guests will ask questions, and you will see the questions pop up if they have any. So,
uh,
it's on you. Go ahead.
Sure. So I relocated to Pensacola in 2013 through work. And when I came here, I interacted with a lot of people, and I realized that our narrative when it comes to the African community, it was a little bit different from how, I was raised and the things that I do. And anytime I go back home, that's West Africa, Ghana, I get people asking, "Oh, can you take me? When can I go with you?" So as of last year, I started my small business that's a tourism business called Motherland. And I have started taking people to Ghana to enjoy the culture, to ensure that the narrative is not mistaken or misguided. So basically, Tour Motherland is a visionary endeavor and is aimed at celebrating the rich tapestry of our homeland culture, its
Yes.
history, and the natural beauty. And Tour Motherland is a boutique travel company for the discerning traveler. What we ensure is that we ensure free first class travel planning service. We don't do one size fit all type of planning. We cater to client. So we have orientation, try to figure out what you want to see, what you like, and then we custom it. So it is a first class travel planning service. We help you travel in good taste. This initiative seeks to create immersive experiences that showcase the diverse and the wonderful culture that we have in Ghana.
Absolutely wonderful culture all over Africa.
Yes,
But wherever we start will be wonderful. So
exactly.
is this a group tour, or is this a family tour, or what size tours are we talking about? People wise.
Yes. I started small and now it's growing. So
Hmm.
it all depends on the month and who is ready to go. So
Hmm.
the first trip that I did was in March of this year, and I did another one in August. There's
Hmm.
another tour coming up in January of 2024, and
Hmm.
then have a bigger group that will be a group of 12 that
Hmm.
will go August of 2024. So once I get people accent of it and we put it together and we go, sometimes we have individual come together and we go on the tour. And sometimes it's just a whole group. So for the August 2024 is a whole group that
Hmm.
I'll be taking. Yes.
So you personally travel with the groups that you take?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. So
Okay.
for now, yes, as I said, it's just a new business that I started last year. So
Mhm.
I'm traveling with everyone now, and my aim is I do have a team down in Ghana. So my
Mhm.
aim is that eventually there will be some of the tours that my team will handle there. But
Mhm.
right now, I go on every tour to ensure that I
Mhm.
get them the first class service that they need.
So it's like flying out of Pensacola, of course, stopping in Atlanta.
Yes. So those from Pensacola to Atlanta, Atlanta to JFK, and JFK to Accra, Ghana, and
What is that? Just excuse me. Say that again. You said a cry Ghana,
Accra, ACCRA.
a cry Ghana.
Yeah, that is the city. Yes.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's not only Pensacola. I do have people from Maryland that have gone on the trip. So they met us in New York. So they flew to New York and we all boarded the same plane from New
Hmm.
York. Yes.
Okay, great. So how many days do your tours, or do they visit in Ghana? Do the the people or the group select how many days they want to stay in Ghana?
Yes, they select. I normally recommend not less than 5 days. I mean, the minimum will be 5 days, and
Hmm.
as longer as you want,
Hmm.
because there is so much to learn on the
Yes, there.
culture.
Yes.
Yes, and depending on the size and what they want to see. Most people want to see the culture, so we have to do different towns, and
Hmm.
some of the journeys are like 3 hour drive. So at least 5 days, you get a good feel
Hmm.
of the tour. Yes,
Hmm. So you mean we the tours go into the villages?
yes. So
Okay.
every tour is different.
Hmm.
Some wants nightlife, and they don't like a lot of village activities. Some
Hmm.
also want to experience the village, the shea butter making. Um, they want to experience the slave trade,
Oh yeah.
want to experience the slave river. And
Hmm.
that's something that I recommend that at
Yes.
least there are three places that on the tour I recommend, and based on what they need, I
Hmm.
cater it to them. So we
Right.
basically get to Accra, that is the city, and we
Hmm.
do the Accra tour. We do the art center to experience the culture there. We
Hmm.
do the Independence Square,
Hmm.
and we also have a welcome party that
Hmm.
have drumming and dancing and
Oh yeah.
experiencing that culture.
Oh.
And
Hmm.
um, after that, we go to the Cape Coast, where that's where the slave settled, where the dungeon is, and where
Hmm.
the slave river is as well, so that you experience and also tour and understand what happened to our ancestors. And it
Yes.
gets so spiritual. Um, Anytime I go there, I've gone several times, and anytime I go there and I step in the river, it's something unique. It's just amazing to experience.
Oh. Oh, well, that sounds wonderful and something I always want to do. I mean, we're so far behind in knowing our culture, it's just so ridiculous and we can't seem to catch up. But we are doing better now than when I was younger. So our younger generations are being exposed to the information, and I'm happy about that while they're young. I'm not claiming old age, but I'm just saying I didn't. I didn't when I was like in my 30s and things like that,
Yeah.
how nicely situated the Africa continent is, because me as a child growing up, we were told other things about Africa, a 70s in the 70s and all. And so
Mhm.
uh, we didn't have that feel of wanting to engage and connect and all that. Now we have it and we're there. So we so much appreciate you telling us about these things this morning, because there is a lot that we don't know, a lot that we have not been exposed to about our ancestors. And uh, my DNA shows that I am 69.3% Nigerian. So,
Okay.
um, and I have other, like West Africa, um, 15%, I think it is West Africa. Anyway, I have a chart of
Okay.
thing. So I have a lot of African DNA. Uh,
Yeah.
and so with that, I'm like thrilled to have it. First of all, thrilled to know it and that it's being defined and categorized. But I got to get to all those places to catch up with my ancestors' culture. You know, we read books and stuff, but it's not the same. I've just heard you say about the river. As many
Mhm.
times if you've gone there, when you stand there, there's something new that you get as it relates to our ancestors and what they were experiencing and you know just what happened to them, which is a travesty. You know, it's always a travesty. We get good out of it because they paved the way for us in certain ways, you know, and we absolutely without a doubt are standing on their shoulders, the things that they allowed us to get beyond as it relates to racism and being enslaved and all that stuff, you know, blood, tears, and everything, beatings, and all that was a part of our enslaved ancestors. And so we need to get beyond that and start learning more about the cultures because that's really where I appreciate it and where it's so spirit fed and led, actually. So I see some clothes behind you. I don't want you
Yes.
to I don't want you to be awkward or anything about it, but you have another side to what you've already told us about. You have something else you can tell us about, and I want to hear about
Exactly. Yeah. So you cannot just go to Africa without experiencing the holistic view of Africa, right? So what
it.
the other thing that I do is to bring some artifacts and also clothes, jewelry over here, because most of the time when I wear my African clothes, I get compliments, and
Absolutely.
I make sure that I'm gonna bring some over for people that are interested that, but cannot go right now. So
Mhm.
behind me, I do have some clothes that a friend of mine sews, and we partner together. We normally go to the market
Mhm.
on Palafox, Martin Luther King Street in
Mhm.
Palafox. Actually, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we're going to be there. So if you're watching and you want to see the clothes, you can come over there. I also do have some jewelry. I'm going to show it over here and a few things that,
Oh, you've got a lot of things
yeah,
there,
I have a lot
and
of,
you have fabric too, huh?
I have fabrics as
Yeah.
well. Yes, I have sponges, these sponges. They are exfoliating sponges. They do not hold bacteria, and those
Okay.
are for bathing,
Mhm.
and those are the authentic ones from Ghana.
Mhm.
You can stop by tomorrow and check us out.
Okay. So at the do you do are the tables numbered there? Are you on a certain corner? It's the Palafox Market there downtown at the
Yeah,
MLK Memorial down there, and
correct.
Dr. MLK Memorial, Dr. King. And do you have the same spot every Sunday when you go at 9 a.m.?
It does change. The last time I was 61, so I will put it on my Facebook, my Instagram tomorrow once I get my number, and you can
Hmm.
stop by. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. So 9 o'clock a.m. is where you'll be set up. And how long are
Yeah.
you there?
We'll be there till 3 o'clock
Oh, wonderful.
all day.
Oh, great. Wonderful. And so you'll have your some of the things that we saw, the fabric, the jewelry, things
Yeah.
from Africa that we can purchase. And well, I love the to addressing the African attire for females, casual and dressy. And so I would most definitely check that out. Now, do your seamstress sew for everyone, or just sew the clothes and you just come to buy what you need there, or is there a seamstress attached to your company where you can order a special dress or buying the fabric from you and order a certain design of dress or top or whatever, pants or whatever the case may be?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. We just added that particular avenue as well. So,
Mhm.
yes, you can come over. The seamstress is going to be there tomorrow. She's
Mhm.
going to measure you. If you have a design, you can bring your design and she will go over, how to get it done for you. So, we do custom made as well.
Mhm. And for some people who don't, they're not into the internet and Wi-Fi and reaching you that way, is there a phone number for
Yes.
people to call with for additional information and to maybe want to know what table number you are because they're not on Facebook. Do you have a number that you would like to share? And we'll see if we can get it scrolled up as we continue this conversation.
Correct. Yes, I do. It's 850
Hmm.
346
Hmm.
4022.
Okay. So we'll try to get that scrolled up on the screen so you can write it down if you did not get it. But there it is quickly, just right there, 850-346-4022. And you can call with your questions and then maybe get her table number and be sure. And you're there every Sunday at the Palafox Market?
Every first Sunday.
Every first Sunday.
Yes.
So every first Sunday, Nana is at the Palafox Market, and you have her phone number there. You have the email address also, but for those who are not entwined into the internet and the Wi-Fi, there are a lot of us still resisting that. You know how to make a telephone call, and please do that to connect with her. So we have just a few minutes left. So is there something else? I love the earrings you have on, by the way, which is the shape of the continent of Africa.
Yes.
And
And I'm there on sale as well. I still have for more.
look there,
Yeah.
wonderful,
Mhm.
great. I love and I love the clothing, the colors in the fabric. I absolutely love the fabric. We get a little confused about uh,
Mhm.
the waxy fabric. Is I don't know what I don't know the proper term for it though. But I know you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
uh, we are still delighted to have those things when we want them and be able to wear them and to show off. And we need to learn more. We need to know more about the celebrations as it relates to our ancestors that are positive celebrations, that will help us grow together even the more and just inspire us spiritually. And I like that word too. I love the holistic feel of things. Don't give me a piece of it, give it all to me. And so I
Exactly.
love that you brought that word up because that is one of my favorite words as it relates to an individual or a group. We don't want to get just a little bit. We want to keep growing and growing and growing because there's so much to learn. As long
Yeah.
as you're alive and living, you can learn new things every day. And that's sort of what I like to do is to learn every day. And we thank you for being here, being our guest this morning. And we look forward to people coming to visit you and giving you the phone calls and emailing you about the things that you do, especially the tour. So the tour that you mentioned in August of 2024, is that an add-on? Can you also uh, get include more people in that tour? You know?
Not for the August one. The one for January, that will be January 23rd to February 2nd. That
Hmm.
is some space to include people. And
Hmm.
if that doesn't work for people, they can always call. We can create another date
Hmm.
that we can go. But for the August 2024, it's already full.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So business is good and growing, and I'm so glad you got a chance to show it and showcase it on the show. And so, what is a nice group size if we were to start? People start calling, "Hey, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go." So, what is a nice group size? What group size do you like to take to Ghana?
No, the biggest group that I'll be taking, that will be August, will be 12. So the nice group size to make sure that everyone is totally comfortable, I will
Mm,
say 8. But
8.
with that, yeah, with the 12, they are all together. It's not individuals. So that makes it work. So if it's a group and you're all together, 12
Hmm.
is great. But if they are individuals, I will say 8.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So your group sizes do not go over 12. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. For
Okay.
now, but I want to keep it that way. I want to keep that authenticity. So when we are impacting the culture and the history, I want to ensure that it's gradual. I don't want to rush through it.
Mhm,
Eventually, when the business grow and I have more team members, right now I have 3 team
mhm,
members in Ghana that are
mhm,
helping. So we are a team of 4. So the
mhm,
more that the business grows and we have more people, then
mhm.
definitely I will love to have the group grow and we
Won-
can do probably
Wonderful.
30 or more.
Good. So this is probably my final question, and then I'll let you close out. But when you travel to Ghana, are you asking your travelers to provide or try to bring particular items that we know are needed, perhaps for a school or for the hospital or for whatever? Are we packing goods as we travel over at your request to help someone in Ghana? I'm asking, are we taking help?
No, we are not. It's based on the individual. If that's what they want to do, that's,
Hmm.
but it's not something that our business is impacting on
Got it.
others or imposing on others. Yes.
I got it. Okay. Well, I want to thank you again, and reach out to us again if you have some more things that you want to share with us. It would be nice if, for people to better understand what's on your table. We just show like you were trying to show us this morning, but we could plan it that way. So I'll let you close out. And again, I said thank you, and I thank you to everyone who's listening. And I'll let you close out, Nana.
Alrighty. So with closing, I know we were trying to show in this video, so I will show this video, and hopefully the audience can see. It gives
Okay.
you an idea of the business
Mm-hmm.
and how we just don't go on the trip. But as you can see over here, there are three ladies all dolled up in our cultural attire. So it's
Yes.
part of the trip. You get that package, and we
Oh.
have included flying dresses as well. So
Mm-hmm.
you can see the flying dresses on there. And this is the last trip that I went to. Ghana at the Wampa Festival, we, Tall Motherland, find ourselves in Jamestown, Accra, in front of the historic Osha Fort. This solid ground bears witness to a painful chapter in history. Here, we witness the slave rendition of how countless souls were once held captive, their voices silenced by the chains of oppression. Today, as we gather at the Lumba Festival, we remember their resilience and spirit, honoring their memory and celebrating the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Let us never forget the lessons of history and strive for a world where all are free to celebrate their culture and heritage without. Tall Motherland, where your blackness is enough and you are treated as you should. Royalty. So that was a rendition of the slave trade, basically trying to ensure that we never forget what happened and who we are as blacks. We are royalty. Yes. All right. So everyone is treated. So at Tall Motherland, your blackness is enough and you are treated as royalty. So come with us on a tour. If you have any questions, call me. I have all the time for you to answer.
Oh, yes, that's lovely.
Um,
Oh,
yeah,
thank you so much. I was a little disturbed in the beginning when I saw the thing of how our people were enslaved, uh, but we need that so that we'll never forget it, and so
yeah,
we'll know even more. We've seen the things on the television and stuff like that, but that's so touching in a heart wrenching way. But that's our history. Some of it, a tiny bit of it.
exactly.
Yes. And so, anyway, thank you again.
Thank
And
you.
you know where to find me if you need me.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You are
Uh,
quite welcome. I enjoyed you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Bye, y'all. We'll see you next Saturday, 9 a.m. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining. Oh, one announcement. The announcement is sorry, y'all. We have an announcement where this show is also shown on GMAP Broadcast Network every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can go to www.gmap1.com to watch. Also, there's a channel down in Fort Lauderdale that picks up this show as well. We'll get and you just follow us on all of those social media platforms, and you can find out when that is on the television. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Oh, there's another announcement. Our prayer line, 669-274-9026, 7 a.m. Corporate prayer every Saturday, 7 a.m. Number is 669-274-9026, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Corporate prayer, because prayer do change things. Bye. I mean it this time. Goodbye. Happy Sabbath. Have a good day.